Hey everybody, Dr. Colleen Sierra here. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist and the founder and executive director of Sierra Center for Behavioral Health. Happy Thursday. Here today to talk about a few different things. And I think you'll see in a moment how they all go together. As you may know, if you follow our social media, CCBH has been creating a quarterly initiative where we are taking on a cause that is particularly important to Black, Indigenous people of color, and trying to do what we can to support that cause. And the cause that we have taken on in quarter 3 is defunding the police and reinvesting in communities. So all of that to say, I shared a CCBH post about defunding the police, and it went ugly on my personal Facebook page. Somebody who is a neighbor-ish has a husband and other family members who are police officers, and she was incredibly offended by all of that, and we wound up going back and forth. I was polite and respectful, and I could absolutely understand why this would provoke a lot of feelings for her. But at the end of the day, it was not a super productive conversation. I was doing my best to hear her, but I'm not sure that she was in a space where she could hear me, and that's okay. So much of what we're doing is planting seeds, right? So I don't expect to change anybody's mind right away. But anyway, that happened. And it was so profoundly uncomfortable for me. And I wanted to talk through my experience for a minute. It just prompted all of these feelings in me about, I hate when somebody's mad at me. She was very mad at me. So sitting with that was incredibly difficult. She is a neighbor, and Nick, my husband, isn't the one who started this conversation turned argument on Facebook. I'm the one that started it, but now I was worried that he might have to pay the price. I'm worried about if I've caused discord on my block. I'm worried that I've screwed up the harmony that we've got going on there. All of these fears and discomfort came up for me. And it made me think about this idea that just nothing good comes easy, right? With so many things in life, nothing good comes easy. And I think we expect ourselves in the middle of a depressive episode, in the middle of tons of anxiety, in the middle of a global pandemic, in the middle of so much racial inequality and civil unrest, that we feel weird or like we're doing something wrong if we feel anxious or not ourselves, or we're not at our best, or we're losing our temper, or we're experiencing a funk, or we don't have a ton of energy. And I think our first thing is to blame ourselves and to think something is wrong with us because something feels profoundly uncomfortable. So this is just your gentle reminder that when you're in the thick of anything, when you're in the thick of your own anti-racism work, when you're in the thick of being on your trauma recovery journey and trying to move from surviving to thriving, when you're in the middle of a mental health crisis, when you're in the middle of a physical health crisis, when you're in the middle of something really challenging, it's supposed to be hard, because that's where the good stuff is. The struggle, the pain, the discomfort, that's not you breaking down. That's you breaking open so that something new can come and grow and thrive and can forever change you in really remarkable ways. So the next time you're going through something difficult and it's not sitting well and you're feeling all sorts of pain and discomfort, that's growth. That is beautiful. That's where you want to be. And when we allow that to happen, that's what connects us with other people and builds relationships and allows us to affirm ourselves. When we're standing there raw, vulnerable, stripped down, not at our best, when we give ourselves permission to show up in that way and do the thing that needs to be done, even though it's hard, That's the good stuff. Something to think about.